It just depends, you know. On you can make some smart decisions and invest, but you're almost guaranteed to lose money in the stock or in doing trading stock when you're starting out, unless you have somebody to guide you. You're almost guaranteed to lose some money, at least here and there. Even if your first investment is not a loss, you're almost guaranteed to lose money in the process of learning how it all works, because you're learning how it all works. That's like when you were a kid, you learned to walk. You didn't walk perfectly every time, right? You stumbled, you fell. You had to try again. Same thing with stocks. You stumble and fall. You'll make a mistake and then be like, oh, I should probably run from what? Anyway, you know, just be prepared for the potential loss and you should be okay. Okay, so this is now so this door goes out to the street. I guess the other probably is just on this side of that, isn't it? This is the opposite way. So where does this go? This, oh, go somewhere else. This is definitely not going to the street. Okay. Oh. More vamps. Let's see. $14, I'm 11. That's one problem when fighting in close quarters like this, you really can't see. Oh my gosh, you piece of junk. Thought I might interrupt him, apparently not. Come on. There we go. In close quarters, it's tough to see where they are and what they're doing to be able to... that's why I did a lot of running back and forth and stuff. So, uh-oh. Hang on. I missed quite a bit of chat because there was a lot... Hang on. There's a lot of concentration. I was focused. Okay, yep. Yeah, yep, exactly. Just don't take so much risk that you basically almost kill yourself in the process of doing it, and you should be okay. Well, I mean, you know, that's actually gambling. But yeah. Yeah. Well, that's why they call it gambling, right? There's high risk, high reward with gambling potentially too. Although that doesn't sound like it was too high risk, but still, there's potentially high risk, high reward with gambling. But gambling actually is gambling, where you have very low chance of success. Stock is different. If you have certain rules you set down and you follow those rules. It's okay. Part of the thing with the mechanics is I don't have a whole ton of skills, but it's not too bad. So basically, space is your dash, okay, and then obviously left mouse button is your strong attack, and then right mouse button is your weak attack. I've not been using weak attack for the most part because, as Rap reminded me a few times early on in the game, these skulls tend to be very heavily resistant, very heavily resistant to melee attacks in general. And then also you have a stamina bar, so as you hit them, it does so much stamina damage, it takes a bit before you can stun them. I would need something besides the stake I have. I would need something that does a lot more stun damage for the stun to be very effective. So I haven't really been using my offhand all that much. When I'm done reading this letter here, then I'll look and see what my offhand is right now. I think I have a gun in my offhand now, but I didn't really want to waste it here initially. And then once I got into the combat, I probably could have used the gun more effectively or a few times, but I didn't even think about it. But also things like skulls and a lot of the hunters actually tend to be very highly resistant to ranged attacks. So something like a gun is less useful unless something is not great at dodging the bullets, right? Like vampires tend to be. I would guess hunters probably just have like really good armor or something, so the range attack, the bullets don't get through and do damage, I would guess, rather than actually you missing them. But anyway, so mechanics wise, seems all right. I mean, the space, like I said, is your dash to get out of where the enemy, like when the enemy's attacking, you can dart really fast and they'll miss you. Left click for your primary attack. When I was using it, right click for the secondary. Didn't really seem a problem. It seemed okay. That mechanic seemed fine. WASD, of course, for movement. B to toggle auto run or auto walk. If you're on auto run, Q plus a direction will like force a walking when you're normally doing running. When you're in combat, I think you automatically run is your speed, because I didn't have to toggle B to get out of that. And then numbers for your other skills. So right now I just have 2. I have 1 is my bite or feed, although you can just use F for that. And then my 2 skill is that explosion of like kind of blood spikes that does a lot of damage. It's called Shadow Mist or something like that, I think. So I don't know. Overall, I mean, they're not super exciting. It's not like Dark Souls or something where you have a bunch of, flipping and quickly cycling through a whole mess, like 10 or whatever quick slots and stuff. So I don't know. The mechanics are solid. It's just not. I don't know. Mechanics seem all right. They don't seem terrible or anything. They don't seem great. They just seem average. Yeah. Yep, exactly. Well, they're just traditionally they're just so freaking fast, right? Okay, let's say from Unveiling the Night by Usher Talltree, Primate of St. Paul. Vampires drink blood. This may be the most specific trait, the sinister this may be their most specific trait, the sinister peculiarity of their condition. Okay. If I may say so. But for me, this is not the most important characteristic of their diet. What has always fascinated me, since I started to study them, is the imperative need for blood they seem to endure. They want it more than anything, and this desire can drive them to expose themselves. And when they drink it, they seem to feel some sort of short trance, an ecstatic epiphany, said to me once a Volkod I interviewed in Moscow. I'm convinced that this is an essential element to understand the nature and condition of the vampires. They don't drink blood because it sustains them, but that it offers them ecstasy. Vampires are addicted to blood, all of them. It's part of their nature, and those among the immortals who refuse to submit to their appetite by the strength of their will only are never freed from this addiction. Yeah, this description here is what you've seen elsewhere also, right? Where typically they are addicted to blood and there really is no overcoming that. Like a really severe drug, like if somebody has if somebody's a meth head or somebody's a crackhead or something, they're so, once they get to the point where, and it doesn't take much, right? Once they get to the point where they're addicted, even if they go away from it, where they're never exposed to it again, there's always still, may not be something that regularly bothers them even. They may not think about it after a long time, but there's always still that addiction, that weakness to it. So if you went 30 years never ever being around it or exposed to it, and then somebody brought it in front of you, you'd feel, maybe it'd be muffled, but you'd still feel that craving. It never actually leaves you once you're an addict, is my understanding. Fortunately, I did not get into any drugs or anything when I was in high school or college or anything, so I've stayed away from drugs. So fortunately, I don't suffer from that, but that also means, of course, that I don't know from experience what I'm saying. I just know what I've heard people say. Oh, this is blood. I thought this was a hole in the floor. That's why I didn't go around this way. Well, that's okay. Probably, because if there are more vampires in here, then that would probably be a potential problem, right? Because I could potentially draw more undead, more scalds or whatever to me if I weren't careful. So, okay, my guess is this will always respawn more scalds as I go through here. I don't think I've killed them and they're done. I would guess that they're going to have more as well. Okay, and this is exiting now, right? Out onto the street. So it's technically a shortcut through here. A shortcut, except once you're past your hideout, you have to defeat a couple of scalds to get over here. So that may not work out the best. Depending. Alright, so is this a locked gate? I'm not sure what that is that I'm going to be going out to. We'll see. Exiting the hideout area now. Yeah, I mean, that's my understanding. Like, I've known people who've been addicts, and so I can only go off of what they've told me. Like, how it feels for them, how it, has been frustrating, or whatever. I can only go off of that. So obviously I'm not going to pretend like I know, but I can say what people have kind of described to me. So. Oh. Yeah, different lore obviously have different. Yep. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, that's a thing. Like, I don't know that I would care as much about the specific modeling and stuff of the vampires as I would the lore that they attach to them. Oh, I see. Yeah, so I'm just... There's nobody out here? No hunters or anything? Okay. And looks like I'm on the outside of this. So I can, going forward, I can do that, although by doing that, I pretty much have to, like I said, go fight Scalds or whatever. Alright, so if I'm coming back through, I want... Yeah, pretty much straight as much as I can and get back to the hospital. Like I said before, I'd like to, I don't know how I could, but if possible, I'd like to restore this to some level of stability. There's an unknown event over here? Oh, maybe I want to actually go back. Let's go check the event out. I know we just want to go back to the other district, but... Oh, wait, what is one? Hang on. I was not remembering... No, that's not... Oh, it's a passive, yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's right. So one is autophagy, where I drink my own blood to heal myself. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, well, heroin comes from opium, right? And opium, there was the huge opium trade all through the 19th century, and that bled into the 20th century with new variations on opium, like heroin, and and that just kind of continued for a long, long time. Yeah, even when people knew it was bad. Do I have... No, it looks like they're still dead. Okay. So I can go back this way and not worry about... Good. Because I was going to say, to be convenient, if I could just... Yeah, these poor people. Oh, loot them again because I reloaded, I guess. Maybe I missed him last time. I don't know. Well, whatever. Okay, let's go see what this event is, this unknown event first. Yeah, seriously, dude. That would be so convenient. Okay, so I want, I guess, to go a little bit forward. Forward? Aren't I facing the wall? Well, anyway, go. Okay, we'll make our way. I guess I'm kind of facing this way. This the way. Yeah, I guess. Yep. And then I'll go into this. Yeah, those guys talking. Yep, okay. So I want to go kind of down here and then to the right.
It's not my call, Baron. You pay one way or another. Please, Joe. How long have we known each other?
Yeah, Cadigan Bates. He's got a cold. I gotta help him out. Do I have... don't I have a cold? Where are we here? Bronchitis treatment for cold. Yeah. Let's see if I can talk to him and help him.
Good evening, sir. Do you remember me?
If you're here for a reward, you'll be sorely disappointed. But I'll gladly shake the hand of a fellow countryman.
I'm not here for a bounty. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reid from the Pembroke.
A doctor? In Whitechapel? What an opportunity. My name's Bates. Cadigan Bates.
Do you require assistance, Mr. Bates?
Not me, but your skills could help a lot of people round here. That would help my business, because I say, a live tenant's a paying tenant.
Okay, so...
Since I took an oath to help people, can I be of assistance?
Well, seen better days, that's for sure. But it was bound to happen with all these refugees about.
Infecting you is probably the last thing on these people's minds. Take this in any case.
What? You give me this for free? Don't have a clue about this place, do you?
Okay. So he's recovering now. No relationships as far as I know. He's got to be tied to somebody, right? If I help him out, he might potentially help other people. Although he seems a little bit greedy, but... Oh. I don't want to... I'm not trying to embrace people. I'm trying to stabilize the... I'm trying to stabilize things, not kill the friggin' dude. Okay, Nithercott has a cold, and he's got bronchitis. See, she's... I don't know what this missing thing is. I told her to forget about doing... So first of all... God, friggin' dang it. Okay, so the first thing is, when I chose to tell her to forget, I didn't mean forget about helping anyone. I meant telling her to forget about the blackmail. Apparently, that means she forgot all about Whitechapel. That's not the result I wanted. It's good to know for future reference that that was what happens, but that's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to get her to forget about the blackmail so she stopped blackmailing. I didn't want her to stop helping people out here. And then, so anyway, so she's missing, apparently. I guess maybe she'll show up again at Pembroke? I don't know. I don't even know what's going on with her at this point. No idea. So, who knows? she was a pillar of the community apparently too, so that's great because now everything's in bad state. Okay, anyway, so I'm helping him recover. I have a cold thing I can give him, a bronchitis for him. I think I have a fatigue for him. Do not have migraine for him. I don't know where I get migraine, but... And then fatigue as well. So fatigue, cold, bronchitis, fatigue. So bronchitis. I have one bronchitis. I had one cold and then two colds and then two fatigue. Yeah, I should have enough for everybody. I just need to go find them now. Okay, so maybe I'll do some of this while I'm here. See if I can repair some stuff. Richard Nithercott. Where is he, I wonder? Darius Petrescu was back. Bronchitis. All right.
Goodbye, Mr. Bates.
Okay, where is... It was back here, wasn't it? So I think I turn around. Whoa, easy. Turn around. I think go this way. And then right. Maybe.
You're late. Where's my money?
Dazzled skull, rogue skull. Oh, I should be able to. Draw some blood from you before I kill you. There we go. He wasn't as high a level, so I was able to stun him relatively easily. I don't know that I really would have been able to do that if he were higher level. Feels like their stun resistance, or whatever, goes up some by the like as their level increases. That's not really why I was going through there, though, but okay. Oh, is this his house? Where's... Oh. A large beast. Gunner. I mean, I didn't come in here to like hunt this kind of stuff on purpose, but I guess. Smells like rotten meat. One's in here. I know it. Used hatchet. Is that the same one or a different one? That's a 12. So it's a different one. An additional one, as it were. Maybe let's not go in here. I'm trying to get back to where, what's the schmeck it was? Where Nurse Chapel had, or Nurse Chapel? Whatever the crap her name is, had been. Not Nurse Chapel. That's Star Trek. Up here really fast? No. Alright. Guess I'm gonna be fighting you guys. Tried to swing, it didn't work. Oh, I'm at full blood. That wasn't really wasn't a lot of points for that then, I guess. Thank you. F. Yeah, those guys are going to be potentially a problem. Okay, so this is not the way I want to go, though. Oh, I seriously go the other way? Fine. Where? Was that way over here or something? I don't even remember where it was now last time. Well, let's go to the unknown event anyway. Oh, guess I can't go that way. Oh, but this is gonna have the beast on the other side. How do I go around? How did I get in here in the first place? I came through... Oh, I came from the left, didn't I? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I could probably go down this way. To the left is the event. This was... Yeah. Rescues place. So wait, so an unknown event. Does that mean the nurse was killed or something now? I hope he's not dead. Where's Petrescu? He's not at his place anymore. Oh, she turned into a vampire? Oh, man. That is not at all what I wanted to have happen. What the frick? Silhouette. Silver Shroud. Well, crap. And then what? So, well, crap. So Dorothy is that, apparently. And then, damn it. Really? And then where's Petrescu's? Well, that's garbage, dude. Maybe I should have left the hunters there or something? To potentially fend off the... Does he have it upstairs or something? Whose voice is that now? Cadigan Bates is there. I don't even know. I mean, every choice you make has consequences. I guess the consequence of that is don't frickin' make her forget. Because that does not turn out well. Seriously? What the bullcrap, dude? It's still gonna say and it's an unknown event until I actually... Fine. Let's go confront him, I guess. Yeah, I wonder if that's Petrescu's body or something. He is way over there, I think. They come out here? Okay, good. Because I don't want the enclosed space. That's not good. Whoops, that's crap. Nope. I'm not locking on, so maybe that's a little bit of a problem sometimes. Garbage pants Magoo, where I can't friggin' see what you're doing. Alright. Now we'll go get the blinker. And then I guess we're going to get Crane, Dorothy Crane. Because awesome. She sit there and scream all day, or you can actually move? Decided not, huh? Okay. Yep. There we go. Hi. Ow. I feel like I don't want to fight Dorothy right now, though. She's 24. Someone needs a lozenge. Dude, that friggin' sucks, man. Alright, well, I guess I'm just going to come back later. She's 24. I don't want to try to tackle a level 24 something, not knowing what's going on with it and stuff. That seems like a bad idea. Alright, where... So that's that. Gosh, it sucks. Okay, to the right... Wait, so down this way, maybe? Is a merchant of some kind. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you. But you didn't have an illness. So... Rats. Swimming around currently. How does she turn into a level 24 something enemy? Is what I want to know. In that short of a time, she was like from a good helpful nurse to suddenly a level 24 skull or something. Like what the frick?
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again.
Oh, here we go. No, he has a migraine. Does she have anything for migraines? I feel like no, but let me see.
Good evening, my dear colleague.
Asthmatic. Ah.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
So that, which I've already got bought from her before, components and opium. Nah, okay. So none of her stuff. She does not have a migraine help at all. Hey, there's Darius.
Good evening, Mr. Petrescu. What are you doing here?
I could ask you the exact same question, Mr. Doctor. Now leave me alone.
How do you feel, Mr. Petrescu? Do you need my help?
I would not even accept fresh water from you, Doctor. I don't need your help.
Wouldn't even help. Except fresh water. Probably because I did that to Dorothy. Unknowingly. Okay, you pass it digitally through to me, then I'll pass it digitally through into the game.
Yes, you do. Please, take this. You'll feel better.
I said I don't want anything. But I'll keep this for those who really need it.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
Are you not worried for her safety?
She is as brave as she is tough, and clever, too. If only I had met her when I was younger.
Are you in love with Camellia, Mr. Petrescu?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
Who is she, really? Do you know where she's from?
She's not from around here, that's all we know. Camellia is not even her name. It's her favorite flower.
You say she has no close family.
Well, there's that awful poet who constantly follows her around like a lost puppy. A good man for sure, but a very poor writer.
I heard what happened to Nurse Crane. How do you feel, Mr. Petrescu?
Everything was going well until you arrived. Dorothea helped people and will be sorely missed.
I regret it too. I wish she'd continued working at the Pembroke Hospital. She was a good nurse.
So you put an end to the operation. Did you put an end to Dorothea as well?
You seem to have a lot on your chest, sir. What's wrong?
I heard you are a famous surgeon. Tell me, what did you do to Dorothea? She was so bright, so clever. Then you made her an empty shell.
I didn't use drugs or medical trickery, Mr. Petrescu. All I did was talk to Nurse Crane. I promise you.
But what happened to her then? After you left, she did not even recognize me. Then she got careless and sick, and I had to flee.
Are you living on the streets, Mr. Petrescu?
And why not? Those who believe they'll be safe behind walls are blind.
What about your house?
My house is always open to any poor soul needing a roof. All my work here is lost now that Dorothea is gone, thanks to you.
Why are you so aggressive?
I remember the night you came here and convinced me to open my door to you, sir. I'd like to punch you right on your chops.
What do you plan to do now that Nurse Crane is gone?
I'm not sure. Strange men came to see me after Dorothea's death, with strange weapons and very odd stories.
What kind of stories?
Stories all Romanian children know. It was as if I was home again. Vampires, Mr. Doctor. Vampires.
You believe them? Aren't you too old to hold a weapon or listen to scary stories?
Yes, I am old and alone and will die soon, but if these stories are true, maybe I have found myself another cause.
I know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about it.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again. But I fought for Romania all my life, and I will until my last breath.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a free country again.
It is not the country I fought for. My homeland is not appeased, Doctor. And I still see a dark future ahead for my people.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
He's recovering as well. I definitely don't want to embrace anybody in this neighborhood. Gosh. The whole thing with Dorothy went like 9,000% sideways. Jeez, dude. What the frick? Blood dragging this way? Is there... Unknown with blood quality unknown. How do I get in there, I wonder? That didn't work, so I'll go this way, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, Joe Peterson, we already met you.
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reid, and I would like to ask you a few questions. May I enter, please?
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people entering our house, you see.
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then? Okay then. Come on in. I'm Harry, by the way. Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
How do you feel?
I'm fine. I mean, it's not easy every day, but I'm fine. I'm just tired of being sick all the time. If only I could be tough like... Well, you know.
Speaking of which, what can you tell me about your father?
My father is an idiot who makes idiot things. That's all I have to say.
Forgive my bluntness, young man, but you don't seem happy living in Whitechapel.
Why should I? I never wanted to come here in the first place. It was my father's decision. And look around you. Does this look like a nice place to live?
Wasn't expecting this kind of a branch here. So let's see. It's the top left. You have a place to call home. Is the be grateful for what you have approach. Your father did his best. Could try to help him improve relations with his father, but could also make him think I'm taking his father's side, which may turn him off somewhat. Your situation can only improve, doesn't just accept your fate, it actually makes you willing to set out to do better. I worry doing that, though, might make him leave the district. In which case, we're already critical status here. Do I really want to make the district worse off by losing yet another citizen? But I'm not your father, young sir. Solo. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I really like older stuff too. I don't actually know if I've got anything here. I feel like I've put it in storage so that it'll be kept well. He's the one who's got fatigue, yeah, or one of the ones that has fatigue. Let's try this one.
This place is awful, I agree. But does that not mean your situation can only improve?
That's exactly what my father says. Harry, you should be grateful for what you've got. I wasn't even consulted when we moved here.
Why don't you just leave? This is the one I think I don't want to do. Cause more... Okay, let's not do that one. I think that might be a bad idea.
Your father and Mr. Lewis used to be good friends. What happened, Harry?
I was young then. I don't remember Mr. Lewis ever coming back again after my mother died. Or was it after my father started bullying him? I don't know.
Have you tried speaking to Mr. Lewis about it?
I don't go out often, but yes. And he scolded me and told me to leave him alone. I guess my father frightens him too much.
But you are not responsible for your father's actions.
Am I not? Dad always says that he joined that gang for my safety. So if I wasn't born, people wouldn't be worrying about Colossus Joe.
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
You'll feel better with this. But you need to get a grip, young man. Medication alone won't cure melancholia.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the idea of living long in a world like this. But I thank you for your concern, sir.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
Okay, so now if I go here, it's still critical. Missing. I almost feel like maybe we just leave Dorothy missing, so then we don't have to fight the monster later. He needs medical help for the daddy issues? Yeah, that's not the kind of medicine I can give him, so... Okay, so I need to help Richard Nethercott with a cold. I need to get a migraine cure for him, but for now I don't have it. Okay, I need fatigue for Albert Palmer, and then fatigue for Clayton Darby. Darby was at the church, wasn't he? So you don't have anything, like, bad in your house, right? Just make sure you're not, like, going to be hurt by some stupid...
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
Wait. Yeah, here we go. That's Barrett Lewis. Okay. So I've healed Harry. Joe is already fine. Yeah. So I need to give Nethercott a cold cure. Wait, do I have enough? I thought I did, but let me double check. Yeah, I have a cure for cold and a cure for fatigue. So give him a fatigue cure. Him. Oh. So I have 2 fatigue cures. Right, because I didn't know about Harry. So I need to create another fatigue cure. Excuse me. Okay. So either Clayton or Albert, whoever I get first, I'll give a fatigue cure, and then I need to find Nethercott. Okay. Let's do the usual kleptomania you're allowed to do in these kinds of games, because it doesn't have an effect. If it actually had an effect on the characters in the game doing that, like taking that stuff, then I absolutely would not take it, right? But I do not believe it has any effect on anything in the game other than your supplies.
It's locked, all right.
It's locked, all right. Just stealing. Don't mind me. Just taking all your stuff, so you'll be worse off than you were when I left you. Than you were before I met you, I should say. Professional vampire hunters. If you ever suspect someone to be a vampire, don't try to kill it yourself. You have no chance. Instead, contact me or try to inform a professional vampire killer. These men and women are rare, but they know what to do against these evil creatures. It even seems that some of them are working together under the name of the Guard of Prywin, a paramilitary organization dedicated to the eradication of the vampires in London. They are your friends. You are not alone. Solutions exist. Be smart. Spread the word. Clarence Crossley. For more information, please contact me directly. Okay. Job refusal letter. Dear Mr. Peterson, it is my duty to inform you of our refusal to accept your application for a job at the dockyard. I must thank you for the time spent at our office, explaining the difficulty of your situation, with your ill boy and the loss of your beloved wife. But it is also my duty to point out the policy of our company, which expressly reproves the employment of former criminals or convicts. Your unfortunate connections with the ill-famed wet boot boys have been duly noted. These are hard times, sir, and Finch and Harper intend to reward first candidates who pass the small inquiry like we like to conduct about our future employees. You have my deepest sympathy, and may God be with you and your family. Sincerely, R.D. Harper. Noble intentions, yeah. What do you mean dodgy? Everything is fine. What are you talking about? I'm not stealing or taking anything from him. I feel like you are just labeling me, Silhouette. It feels very racist, or phobic, or something that applies to to a Christian white male. Okay, never mind. Nothing applies to me in our society today.
Is there only pain?
This is... Who is this? Oh, that's Joe. Where's Nethercott? I would like to know. And this is Camellia, right? Or is this someone else?
You look so pale, my lord. Would you like me to revive you?
Oh, unknown. Let me first actually help you really fast. Oh, she's a harlot. Got
Good evening,
it.
Doctor. Can I help you?
Do you need assistance?
That would be nice of you, Doctor. Who knows what I may have caught during my investigation.
If you persist in investigating the most pox-ridden boroughs of London, you must accept the risks.
Thank you, sir.
Waspophobia. Okay, so he is now recovering. Excellent.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
And then we talk to her, although she is just a harlot, but maybe she has a story or a quest or something. You
Don't
never
be
know.
shy, handsome. What can Cristina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling, but I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor, Dr. Reid.
All right then, but be quick, though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Wow. All right, just there it is, just right in front of you. Okay. Sure. All right.
Cristina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed, or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
Considering your line of work, I assure you it is only a matter of time before you have health issues.
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That's what's important.
Hey, Grim Reaper, how you doing, man? It's good to see you. It's been a while, yeah. COVID's treating me fine overall. I mean, cost of living has increased, and I've not increased the amount of money I'm making, so the amount of progress I'm making to, like, put money into other ventures and stuff is kind of less, and I have less to be able to spend, but I'm doing fine. I mean, I can't complain. Things are going well. I don't know if I've had COVID. I assume I have. I assume by this point I've probably got it, but I haven't had any symptoms yet, so who knows for sure. Doing the YouTube thing while people are kind of shelter in place, you know the drill. I hope you're doing all right too. It's been a while. How's everything? I don't even remember now our past conversations really. I hope everything's going well for you though.
You can put your own life in danger, that's your decision. But what about your clients? If you're contaminated, you will put them in danger too.
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry about.
Oh, that sounds like there might be some abusive guys. That's not cool.
Clayton Darby claims he will expose the crisis in Whitechapel to all of London. Do you believe him?
I believe Clayton's courage will erode with time, until he finally leaves Whitechapel to start another fight somewhere else.
Why this skepticism?
How can you speak about starvation if you've never been hungry? Or about poverty? Or anything else you have never suffered from?
Good point.
Are you talking from experience?
I've seen your type come here to get a good fuck in a cheap room or a dark alley before going back to their fancy houses in the West End.
She knows so much about me.
Tell me about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work. I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
A good what? Yeah. Okay. Cristina Popa.
I always thought I was the master of my own fate. But now I know we don't always have control over our lives. I don't judge you.
You know, this money is not only for me. I have good reasons to need this money quickly, but it is not your concern, Doctor.
Okay, so I'll need more hints before... Let's see. How is she? She has fatigue. Okay, so she's somebody else I'm going to have to heal now. So I need one... Wait, 2 more fatigue? Or is it one
Goodbye,
fatigue, one
miss.
cold?
Take care of yourself as best you can.
Alright, well... I mean, I can't promise I can do a lot or whatever, but if you need help, if there's any way I can help you out, let me know. I'd be more than happy to help if I can. You think she needs a pimp to take care of herself? I feel like that might not be quite accurate, but what do I know? Okay. So, she needs a cure for fatigue. Yeah, 2 fatigue. And 1 cold. Yep. So I need to create 2 fatigue. Or if I see Richard Nethercott, I can give him the cold while I'm wandering around. Oh yeah, it's Krista also. How do I get up there? It says investigate citizens' actions. So how do I get up there is my question. Oh, that maybe? Okay.
You still want more from Cristina?
When we spent the night together, my wallet went missing.
Are you calling me a thief? I don't have your stupid wallet.
I know you. You're a nice girl. Can't we solve this amicably?
No, I don't think so. And if you think you know me just because we share the bed together, you're just a lousy and arrogant journalist.
Okay, so I got an additional hint off of that. Got it. More of the flowers that Camellia dropped off. Different place. She's healthy. She's mute, but she's healthy. Let's, I guess, since we happen to be here, let me do one more dialogue thing with Cristina, and then...
Good evening, Cristina.
Change your mind, Mr. Reid?
Did you steal Clayton Darby's wallet? Tell me the truth, Cristina.
Of course I stole it. But I never thought he would come back to look for it.
Why did you do it? He seems to trust you.
For a time I thought he was different from other men. In the end, he just wanted to sleep with me. Same as the others.
Perhaps Clayton is different. Maybe you two should talk. A conversation couldn't hurt.
I know what I am and what people call me. I sleep with men for money. If I can accept that, why can't he? No. My future is with the ones I love, not with Clayton Darby.
The ones you love? The money you stole is not for you, then?
My brother is still in our hometown in Romania. I am the only one who can buy him a ticket to England.
Tell me, Cristina, is it worth risking your health and your life for your brother's safety?
He's the only family I have left. I had to leave Romania without him. I can't be happy until he is near me again.
Well, Somni, I think that's what she's suffering from right now. I mean, who knows what the future would hold, right? But I think right now she's got, and it's not just fatigue. Like, I think when it says fatigue, they make it sound like, oh, I'm just tired today. I think it's like chronic fatigue. Like, you need to eliminate the chronic fatigue so your immune system isn't compromised, so that you get something worse like pneumonia, bronchitis, Spanish flu, the vampire infection. I don't think anybody can stop that, but you know what I mean. No, although that might look like a Hunger Reaper. No, I feel bad. So last time I played, I'll make this really brief. Last time I played, I was at the point where I'm assuming you played this before, although I don't know for sure, but I think you played this before, right? It looks like. I mean, or you at least know about it. So anyway, so I had gone to Nurse Crane, Dorothy Crane, right? And she was blackmailing Pembroke Hospital, where I initially worked, right? So because of hints about her I had unlocked, I had a blue option that said, make her forget. I thought that meant make her forget about the blackmail. Apparently that made her completely forget everything. So she became like mindless almost. So she wouldn't take care of herself and stuff. So now she's become, apparently, she's level 24, so she's too high for me to fight right now. I'm only like 11. But apparently she's become some monster. She became infected, and the picture of her on my like sense people skill shows her face deformed. So she's basically become, whether it's a vampire or something else, she's become some kind of monster. So I didn't realize that was what forget it or forget about it meant. So unfortunately I screwed the district over, not meaning to. I didn't want her to stop helping out here. I just wanted her to stop blackmailing Pembroke. Anyway, so the consequences are this district went from, I think, unstable to critical condition. So I'm trying, I don't know how it might affect or not things. I'm trying to give people here cures in an effort to maybe make some of the citizens stronger, so that maybe, I mean, I don't know, but maybe it might raise the status in the district some, if enough of them are healthy. I don't know. I do know that you also, like, there's some reward or something anyway you can get potentially if you, maybe it's just an achievement, I don't know, but anyway, with doing enough curing. So I'm doing that for that also. But I figured I'd just try to help as many people out here. If nothing else, role-playing wise, it's kind of my atoning for accidentally screwing over the district and effectively killing Nurse Crane. I didn't mean to do that to her at all. So, but you can't undo in this game, right? So I can't like reload and try again or something. There's not an option. So doing what I can, seeing if something will work to help strengthen the district.